Dave, a 3-2 defeat to Brackley Town today, but it was almost so close to being a brilliant comeback there at the end.
Yeah, I always let myself believe with, and then with Lewis's little chance at the end, it would have been, it would have been nice, nice unbeaten managerial role. But there you go. It was good to finish on a positive, but I think it's the same. And there were a lot of positives to take out today. There's a lot of really good performances. But it's the same story that we've had for a while now. We're still too easy to score against, and we say week in, week out, stay in the game, because as long as you've got if there's a goal in it, just exactly like we saw, that you'll always get a chance. And unfortunately, we're not giving ourselves the chance to get something out of games because we're leaving ourselves too much to do from goals where we don't make the opposition work hard enough to score.
Yeah, I mean, there's never a good time to concede a goal, but conceding 5 minutes before half time, 5 minutes after must really kind of knock the wind out of your sails as well.
Yeah, we're not going to avoid the fact that we know we're probably 2 or 3 players short at the moment with the with people leaving with the injuries we've got, suspensions, and I can't knock any of the lads that have come in, because they anyone that saw they worked, they gave everything out there. But that's the learning curve, and that's the difference between teams at the top of this league and the teams at the bottom. Nothing really to do with quality. It's understanding how to win games of football, and it's all about the final thirds at this level. You've got to be stronger in our box, and we've got to be more lethal, ruthless in their box, and that's how you end up with 3 points, 1 point instead of no points.
Yeah, and I mean, we have struggled for goals recently, so to get 2 at the end, obviously it's not in a. We don't get any points for it, but that must give a lad some confidence now that they're getting results for their efforts at that end of the pitch. Well,
exactly. The game finishing the way it was gives us the lads. I won't say feel a lot better in the changing room. I probably feel a bit better than they do, really, because we're a team that's been used to winning for a long time. We don't like losing, and we've got a kind of fresh start now from next week. And like I say, at least finishing this way means we can look at the positives to take forward, and the bottom line is we know there's an awful lot. There's 20 games left in the season, and if we can get the players out there, back fit, back from suspension, we've got a very good team that is better than the teams around us as far as we're concerned. But we need to start showing that, and I think now after this it's been a bit of a horror run, we've got some home games, we've got games which we need to be targeting, and that's the bottom line. At the end of the season, you'll end up where you're supposed to be. It's up to us now. If we do well in the next month, we'll be. We don't have to be worrying about relegation, but we've got to start doing it out there.
How tough has it been for the group, kind of going through this again with the manager leaving, and then obviously you've stepped in today?
It's you get spoiled a bit. I think we were spoiled a bit with Lakey and with the length of time and the length of the settled squad. So yeah, it has sort of thrown things up in the air, and everything becomes a lot harder when you're not knowing exactly what's expected of you, but how you're going to be as a team. There's been too many changes but again with injuries, stuff like loan lads that come in, they're doing really well, but it upsets the apple cart. And when we are, we know full well we're going to be budget constraints. We're not going to be able to compete with a lot of people in the league. The things that we've been able to do well over the years that mean we can compete against teams with much larger budgets is the spirit, the physicality, the attitude, the discipline, and the problem with changes, throw those up in the air a bit. And I think we've been a bit up and down with those, and we've lost a bit of what makes us who we are, and we need to get back to that as quickly as possible.
How did you find it taking charge today for the first time?
I mean, I suppose the good thing was there was so little expectation, really, and we had a game plan in mind, and I can't knock the lads, because especially first half, it was superb, really superb as individuals, as a team, and the keeper's made the great save off Jimmy, which really would have capped off. We knew we'd weather a bit early on. We weathered the early storm. We grew into the game, and we were doing everything that we wanted the lads to do. And that's just football at this level. Keeper's made a great save, and then the sucker punch. Like I say, key times to concede, and we talk about it over and over. First 10-15 minutes of the game, last 5 minutes of the first half, first 10 minutes of the second half, last 10 minutes, those are the key areas of the game, and unfortunately it's those times that are really hurting us. Like you say, again, 5 minutes before half time, conceding the first, coming out second half, and 3-0 down after 60 minutes, and you played your way out of the game. And that's the biggest frustration, that it doesn't matter how well you perform for 90 minutes, if you can't compete in those key moments, you're not going to pick up points.
You had Sam Walker down helping you out today. How's it been to have him back around the group?
Yeah, obviously with what happened, it's great to see him back, and I know he's chomping at the bit. And yeah, just great to have him around. Gaz Liversidge helped a lot today as well, and it's we've all been here. The core have been here a long time, so it didn't feel too much of the unknown. Like I say, it'll just be good to get whatever's in place moving forward in place quickly, so we all know where we stand, and we can approach this last the rest of the season, second half of the season, as almost a mini season itself. And the bottom line, we back ourselves to not be bottom of the bottom sort of 6 teams, but we've got to end up being out there.
And when can we expect to see you back in action?
It's probably thrown it a bit, because frustration of not being able to sort of be with Gaz having COVID, not being able to see Gaz sort of through the week, and obviously today I probably would have done a bit myself rather than having to take the team. So I'll see how it is next week. I need to get a couple of training sessions under my belt, really. So it's not going to be too long. It's just, again, because there's so many games left, I'm trying to avoid rushing myself back and then missing more, to make sure, because there is so many games left that if I have to miss 1 or 2 more to make sure I'm right, then it's worth it.